to him with the shorts rolled up a little shorter than normal.
Absolutely. The Boo Williams team out of Virginia, actually, Marcus.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That last game, the team was from Chicago. So it's easy to get them confused. We do so many. But yeah, as I noticed their shorts as well. It's pretty different. It must be too large around the waist, so they had to cinch them up a little bit. First shot's up, and that's good. Boo Williams on the board, 2-0. Early stages of the first quarter.
Very nice penetration and kick. Draw the defense into the teeth of the defense. Get a free throw line jumper extended.
And good defense on the turnaround jumper. That's no good. Defensive rebound for Boo Williams, and attempted pass through the paint is deflected and out of bounds. Boo Williams maintains possession, ball out of bounds left side.
Both teams look a lot more relaxed than we've seen in the first game. Of course, once you come into stadiums with a few more people in the crowd, and the routine is set, guys they realize they're just in a normal tournament.
As Boo Williams looks to set up a play on offense, and a nice dribble move left, and the shot is denied, blocked by number 5, Nigo Connor. Connor with the block.
Excellent rotation from Lockdown.
As ball again taken out of bounds, left side underneath the goal. Dribble penetration right side, kick out, 3-point field goal up. That's no good off front iron. Offensive rebound putback, no good as well. Battle for the rebound and a third offensive attempt. And hey, third time's a charm.
Absolutely. Again, I guess we're going to have to start keeping very closer numbers on how many easy shots are missing, because they seem like they're definitely, this is the kind of tournament where they take their toll. You need these points early in the game, so you don't know if this is jitters or guys just not as focused as normal.
And a beautiful drive. Can't finish the layup. That was 24, Evans Ramar. And that leads to a transition layup attempt. That's no good, but a foul on the play. That's number 22, Austin Castra. Castra heading to the line for 2.
Again, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. I'm not the type to jinx anyone, but the more I mention these easy shots, it seems like the more they're missing. Again, it's very easy to accredit these easy misses to adrenaline, but this is a high level AAU nationals. It could be a lot of factors causing these short ones, but the team that finishes early is probably going to be around late.
You're absolutely right. 1 for 2 from the line. That's number 22, Austin Castra, as Boo Williams off to an early 5-0 lead. 6:25 left in the first, in early stages of the first. A couple of attempts for Lockdown, but couldn't finish, and Castra with the steal jumps the passing route and dunks it home.
Absolutely. Both offenses seem a lot more relaxed than what we saw earlier. We're seeing those same flex and motion cuts that we saw last game. Guys are going to have to be very, very careful. These are both athletic teams. Look like they're willing to jump into the passing lanes very easily.
A couple of deflected passes already, plus a steal. Very active hands on defense from Boo Williams. Lockdown with the ball, right side, penetrates, kick ball to the right corner. 3-point field goes off, no good. And a defensive rebound, Castra kicks ahead to his teammate in transition, and offensive rebound put back in transition. Great hustle from Boo Williams to get back and finish that missed layup.
And a quick timeout by Lockdown. Coaches want to give these guys a chance to, catch their breath, maybe get a little Gatorade. I'm sure, like any other games, young teams, first time in the nationals, it's really easy to have be breathing a little heavier than normal. Mouth is a little dry. Let's give these guys a timeout, take in a couple of deep breaths, and kind of press reset.
Hey, so much of all athletics, not just basketball, is so much of it's mental. Obviously, the physical aspects of the game is important, but just as important as the physical nature of the game is the mentality and the mental composure and awareness that it takes to be successful on the court.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, from the beginning, you could see both of these teams were very relaxed. You're getting the execution. Guys are just gonna have to be patient and be cautious with the ball.
Handoff right side, free throw line extended. Lockdown gonna pull it out, set up another play. They've got some dribble weave action up top, pump fake at the top of the key. Another handoff, mid-range jump shot, no good off front iron. Casper with another defensive rebound.
Boo Williams seems to be running a matchup zone or a some form of it. I guess it's a little fitting. He's in Louisville and Freedom Hall. Uh, like I said, the team doesn't play in Freedom Hall anymore, but Rick Pitino is also known for his different variations of his zones and matchup zones. So it's kind of fun to see these guys running this here.
And finally, Lockdown gets on the board, 3-point field goal. That's number 22, Nigo Joshua. Joshua with the 3-point field goal, 9-3, 4:30 left in the first, and dribble penetration, kick out right side. And that's a three-pointer's good for Boo Williams. That's number 15, Jaden Nixon connects on the three.
Great looking penetration and kick. I'm sure the coach has a little smirk on his face. He's comfortable with the way his guys are playing the game. But that's what you want to coach, and those are the kind of plays you want to see.
Ramar kicks it right side, one dribble pull-up jumper, and that's good. Nice looking pull-up from Nigo Joshua. Joshua connects again and puts 5 points on the board for his team, and a beautiful dribble move to get around Evans by number 4, the main ball handler, Deshaun Wade for Boo Williams. Crossover dribble left, kicks out to a teammate, and a foul on the plate. Heading to the line is Imani Wood, number 21. 2 free throws for Wood.
Yeah, you can actually see already that Wood is their energy guy. He's been all over the place. He hasn't really affected the game offensively, but you can tell his energy and his speed on the defensive end I would almost say he looks like he's the heart and soul, but I know it's early, and we'll definitely have to see more of this team play to really identify his characteristics.
Definitely good effort and passion early on from Wood as he connects on another free throw as Wood's going to take a break. Subs for Boo Williams.
Yeah, and especially in these kind of tournaments, you gotta love teams that you can see this level of substitution earlier. They're letting everybody know that we're a deep team and we have confidence in everybody. Not only is it letting the other team know that they're confident, but it lets your own team know that you should be ready to play and engaged at all times.
Definitely important in an advantage to have a good bench. And again, Joshua, number 22, Nigo Joshua, has got all 7 points for Lockdown so far as they look to be in a zone defense, maybe a 3-2, as a mid-range pull is no good, but an offensive rebound, a battle for the loose ball rebound, and that's off of Team Lockdown as Boo Williams maintains possession. Good effort from both teams. Ball out of bounds left side, and another substitution for Boo Williams as number 22, Austin Castra is going to take a break. Ball swings right side, penetration move floater, that's up and no good. Battle for the rebound as Joshua hits the floor and Boo Williams maintains possession again.
Yeah, now the pace is slowed down a little bit. Guys seem like they're kind of packing it into the paint. They're familiar with their assignments. Now we can see maybe more of the coach's effect on the game with the tactics.
And a nice jab step right, dribble move left, straight through the paint, and not even contested by Lockdown. The easy layup. That's number 12, Joe Bryant Jr. with the bucket.
Now you can tell he's very crafty with the ball. You can see by the way he moves. He's probably not the most athletic guy on the floor, but you can tell he's crafty enough to be effective.
And a defensive rebound leads to the fast break attempt, but Boo Williams going to slow it up, take their time, have a little bit more patience, and another drive is blocked by Lockdown. Nice defensive rotation from Lockdown, and out of Chicago, Team Lockdown is going to drive, penetrate, miss the layup as Boo Williams comes the other way, and we got a foul on the play, looks to be on the floor.
Very, very impressed with their transition time from rebound to layup. I'm sure coaches want to keep track of that. It looks evident that they're actually practiced. They have a design transition, going from offense to defense. Defense to offense.
And that's very important to have some type of maybe system's not the right word, some type of roles for the players to feel as they are running in transition. You'll feel the right lanes.
Absolutely.
Different players may run straight down the middle to the front of the rim. Other players may run to the corners for maybe a three-pointer in transition. That's a sign of a well-coached team where those players can execute the fast break effectively.
Right. You don't want to call it method to madness, but transition is so often a broke down, part of the game that if there's any indecision there, at least guys have some kind of idea without having to communicate where they should be, and the guards will have a feel for where everybody is going to be.
Ball in the hands of number 3, Tommy Pope, kicks it back left side and ends up into the hands of Bryant. Bryant finds his teammate up top, nice in between the legs dribble, and attempted pass. Finds his man, but the shot is blocked. Another nice block from Lockdown, and maybe a forced shot there, but hey, he was in the paint, he was by the rim as Michael Christmas went up strong but was rejected.
Definitely good floor spacing kept that from being a turnover. There weren't too many guys to run into each other. They were able to retain possession of the ball.
Deja Jackson with the ball outside, in and out dribble, finds his teammate. Shot no good by Brown. Jamaru Brown with the miss as Lockdown looks to push in the transition. Joshua surveys the floor, finds his teammate for a three-point field goal. That's no good. And a defensive rebound collected by Boo Williams. Ball up top to Tommy Pope. Back into the hands of Bryant. Bryant's going to pull it out and show some patience, set up something.
It seems like right now, Lockdown is just weathering the storm. If I'm Boo Williams, I definitely want to turn up the intensity, while you have a lead. If I'm Lockdown, I like to tell the guys just hang in there. Things aren't falling our way right now, but we came here with the plan, and if we stick to our plan to execute, maybe the score will get a little closer really quick.
I think it's difficult, especially for younger players, as another three-point field goal for Lockdown. Really, a three-point field goal is keeping them in it right now. But I know it's difficult for younger players when they're out here and they haven't had much experience to really understand, their role and what they need to do in the grand scheme of things, in the big picture. What can I do to help this team win? Not just, hey, I'm gonna go out here and get mine.
Absolutely, and it's interesting which teams are going to keep their style and composure together when the coaches and the notebooks start showing up around the sideline or sprinkled out throughout the crowd. I mean, these kids notice these notebooks out here. They notice the insignias on some of the T-shirts of the guys around that are not just fans.
Marcus, I've seen some mid to high major Division I as the last second shot is close but no good. That's going to end the first quarter. 17-10. Boo Williams up to a 7-point lead early on in this game. We'll be back with you shortly to start the second. But as I was saying, Marcus, there's about 20, 25 Division I, mid-major, high-major coaches in the gym right now. I'm not sure exactly which players they're looking at right now, but definitely adds to the drama of the game for these kids, especially. They want to perform at a certain level. It could possibly lead to recruitment and even a scholarship for one of these kids.
Yeah, it's definitely important for people to realize that the AAU National Championships is basically the foundation, the soil for Division I basketball, actually Division I, II, and III basketball for the next 4 years. So right now, you're seeing the grassroots of what you're going to be watching sports-wise, and it's absolutely my pleasure to be able to be here. This is my first time actually as an analyst covering the game, but like I said, I absolutely enjoy it, and I hope people appreciate what they're seeing right now, because this is 80% of what you're going to be watching, and a lot of these guys are going to turn into the stars out of quote-unquote nowhere.
Absolutely, definitely. And it's this type of stage that prepares these guys. These players, we see them performing in the Final Four. We see them, in March Madness, in the tournament. All of those guys play tournaments like this. The one we're sitting at right now, those players that are performing at the highest collegiate level, they were right here in these shoes, not too long ago.
Yeah, absolutely, and have relationships till this day from the tournaments just like this.
And another 2-point field goal is good for Boo Williams. 19-10, start of the second quarter. If you're just tuning in, I'm Matthew Gwynn. We're web streaming live, Compliments of Sports Network live, alongside Marcus Maven. We'll be your broadcasters for the afternoon, as we've got ourselves a pretty good ball game. Three-point field goal from Lockdown. It's going to make it even more interesting game. Cuts into the 9-point lead, only a 6-point lead now for Boo Williams, as number 5, Nigo Connor, with the 3-point field goal. Boo Williams looks to answer as ball finds its way into the hands of number 21. With the missed shot, number 21, Imani Wood. We spoke about Wood earlier, and his energy, his passion, his intensity, clearly, definitely a big part of the engine that makes this team run. He's been active hands on defense, good rotation.
Right, and I do realize it's early for us to be calling this guy the heart and soul, but like he definitely has a presence about him that says, he belongs out here, and the guys seem to be looking towards him.
High ball screen up top, ball almost thrown away. Nice balance on the baseline. Team Lockdown looking to cut into this lead, only a 6-point lead. 6:39 left in the second, and a missed pass from Connor results in the turnover, as an attempted fast break pass is deflected out of bounds off of a Boo Williams player. So Chicago ball now, 6:30 left in the second.
And at this point, with the score being 19-13, you definitely have to credit Lockdown for not panicking early. They've stuck to their game plan. They're still passing the ball around. Nobody's trying to be a hero. Even the obviously best players on the team are attempting to get better shots. As I say that, we get a slight bit of a forced shot, but they're definitely sticking to the game plan, or it seems to be so.
And I think it's difficult for some of these guys, or some of these teams, I should say, when shots aren't falling early. When those shots aren't going in, you miss 2 or 3, you look up, you're down 6, you're down 9, you're down 12, and you can't buy a bucket. Okay, well, what do? Well, you got to defend and rebound. If the shots aren't falling, you got to find another way to win the game.
Yeah, absolutely. Convincing the kid that that's the right thing is the hard part. I made the point earlier that the best way to highlight these games, the best way to view the film of these kids to determine if they're the type of player you need, is look at their play after a mistake. Look at what do they do? How do they respond? That's how you can tell what kind of guy you're going to have in the heat of the battle.
And a beautiful take, nice strong finish with the foul. That is Evans Ramar, and a nice touch off the glass. Finishes heading to the line for an old-fashioned 3-point play.
Yes, he's definitely well put together, as I'm noticing. And actually, I don't want to take away from the play he just made, but I do like the purple that he has going on.
Yeah, definitely some different looking shoes out there. I like to wear different colors as well, kind of make a fashion statement with my shoes. So I can dig it. And a beautiful pocket pass into Wood, but Wood can't handle it. Ball flies in the air. Loose ball picked up. Boo Williams, nice behind the back dribble, runs into some trouble, kicks back out, finds number 25. And that is Chase Coleman, fresh into the game off the bench, and immediately knocks down a 3-pointer. Ball up top, swings left side, free throw line extended, jab step left, penetration baseline, shots up, that's no good. Nice defensive help by Wood. Boo Williams looks for transition, and a nice pass, nice finish. Beautiful find in transition.
Yeah, again, we have transition from turnover to offense. I don't have a stopwatch on me, but 6 seconds going from end to end with at least 4 of your guys down there. It's definitely a good statistic. A lot of coaches keep stats like that to see how guys are locked in.
Another missed 3-point field goal from Chicago leads to the long rebound and an easy bucket in transition by Wood. What you just said, at transition time from defense to offense, really being is effective for Boo Williams right now. Very effective.
Absolutely, and to have a team full of guys down there transition that fast just says a lot about your team and the discipline.
As Ramar surveys the floor, accepts the screen left side, one dribble pull up, his shot's up, and that's no good off back iron. Offensive rebound collected by Chicago, and that shot's up and good. Coffaro Joey with the 2-point field goal, and Boo Williams head coach wants to talk about it. Saw something he didn't like, still has a 10-point lead, 4:18 left in the second. but clearly a defensive breakdown, miscommunication on that screen leads to the open pull-up for Joey. You know, I feel like definitely, obviously not out of reach. Tons of basketball left. Boo Williams definitely with the momentum at the moment. But, hey, you know, Team Lockdown out of Chicago, they're right there. They're right there.
Yeah, you you almost get the feel that even though Boo Williams is in control of the game, you like to see those coaches who coach in the style of we're playing against the game and not our opponent. That's how good teams get better, and or some of the good teams, you know, slack off. The teams that don't, that are just playing opponent, their game rises and falls according to their opponent. This doesn't seem like that type of team. Like I said, with the timeout, the coach just called as an example.
Ball right side, screen left as Coleman accepts the screen. The lefty guard, number 25, instant effectiveness off the bench with a nice pass in transition, also a three-point field goal. As Wood looks to post, and they're looking for him down there. Finally got it down low, nice position. Kicks it right back out to Coleman. Coleman penetrates, floater up, that's no good. Battle for the offensive rebound is picked up by Boo Williams and thrown off of a Chicago player. So Boo Williams with the ball out of bounds.
Mass substitution being held out there. You could hear the coach yelling for the team to swing. Apparently he's not as happy as he should be with the ball movement. Maybe he spoke about that during the timeout, but he definitely wanted to change the lineup to get more of what the game plan follows.
As the ball's inbound right side, ball kicked up top, new into the game, Deja Jackson. Oh, he's already played before, but back into the game now. As Jackson, and a nice pass down low, but better defense. Blocked shot by Philo Alex with the block.
Again, I definitely want to give Lockdown credit. I don't see any heads hanging. They don't feel, even though to us the momentum is going Boo Williams' way, but Chicago seems to be right in it as strong as ever.
And another nice penetration move in transition. Again, Evans Ramar forces the issue and finishes strong.
Yeah, he seems like he lowers that shoulder. If he gets his left shoulder into your chest, he's gathering himself and powering up strong. It seems like that's exactly where you don't want him to be able to go, to his strong right hand, or he's definitely been getting the results he's wanted.
And Ramar Evans with great body control, able to take that contact and finish down low.
Body control, man. He has a great body. You know, look at that kid. You know, to be young and at that age, I mean, I'm up here envious as ever.
Definitely a good body build for that position. Good balance and agility, low to the ground, can move his feet quick, stay low, stay in front of an offensive player, also go by a defensive player, and the three-point field goes up, and that's no good off front iron. Right into the hands of Ramar Evans. Evans kicks it up top to Connor Nigo, and Nigo can't finish the offensive putback, but tip pass by Team Lockdown, out of bounds. Boo Williams ball.
Great recovery, great defensive recovery by Boo Williams. Guys really hustled back to get back on defense and not give up an easy layup. But even though they are obviously in control of the game, still playing hard, still playing not to give up anything.
As Coleman's being guarded by Evans, handoff up top to Bryant. Bryant back to Coleman as Coleman penetrates, kicks to the right side, three-point field goal from the corner, and that's good. As Deja Jackson with the three, and there's that penetration and pitch we were talking about earlier, very effective.
Absolutely, and not only is it the penetration and pitch part, you have to be aware that when everybody gets a chance to touch the ball, that everyone's going to be more involved. Just the energy and adrenaline is so contagious. So that's why I am a fan of running a weave, even if you spend just the first 10 seconds of every offensive possession to give everybody a chance to touch the ball.
And also, it makes the defense work. You know, it makes the defense move their feet and move and have to maintain awareness of multiple players on the court. You can't just stand over in the corner and hug your man and be okay.
Absolutely. One mistake, if you know what you're going to do and the defense doesn't, one mistake or one over anticipation, and you get an easy bucket.
As Jarrett Scott connects on the free throw. Scott on the stat line, 30-21, 9-point lead, 2 minutes left in the second. Momentum for the most part, favoring Boo Williams. They've made a couple more shots as Coleman adds another 2 points to the lead. But like we were saying, Lockdown not backing down. They're continuing to attack. They're continuing to play with passion and energy. And we'll see what happens these last 2 minutes if they can make a late run.
Absolutely. And how can you not like a guy like Coleman? We've seen him come in. He's a nice slick lefty. He's fired a couple from the top of the key at the beginning of the game. Hits an unorthodox left-hand floater from the right-hand side of the basket. I guess that's about as unorthodox as you get. And Lockdown returns it with a three-pointer.
3-point field goal is really keeping them in the game. That's Jared Murphy with the 3. They've missed a few, but they've been able to connect on enough to keep this lead within striking distance. And Boo Williams with the offensive rebound finds it in the hands of Coleman. Coleman to Jackson, and Jackson fires up another 3. That's no good. But another offensive rebound attempt blocked into the hands of Evans, as Evans, the great body control and the nice touch, the left-handed finish.
Absolutely. Actually, I didn't realize he looks very ambidextrous. I'd have to concentrate a little more to tell. But Lockdown, they need to remember that the defensive possession doesn't end at a missed shot. It ends when you actually corral the rebound. And without that, they're not going to be able to cut into this lead.
Definitely agree. And we see it a lot on this level at this age. Team rebounding is struggling. Not everybody boxes out, and you get some of those rebounds. I'd probably say 50% if a couple guys are boxing out, just the bigs are boxing out. But if you get every player on the court boxing out a man, those long rebounds that bounce into the hands of those guards, or an awkward shot that bounces off the side of the rim away from your bigs, you got to have your guards and wingmen boxing out as well.
Right. Nothing more frustrating for a coach than to see 4 of his guys boxing out and one guy misses assignment, and that one guy sneaks in and steals the rebound for another 30 seconds. Well, we're not talking shot clock, but another 30 seconds of possession.
And a nice turnaround post shot from number 12, Jared Murphy, adds another 2 points to the tally of Team Lockdown out of Chicago, 34-28 with about 30 seconds left in the second, as the first half is coming to a close here in Freedom Hall, located in Louisville, Kentucky. Boo Williams going to hold for the last shot. The ball in the hands of number 32, Jamaru Brown. He's going to hold it as Ramar Evans switches to Brown.
Taking their time on picking to get a shot.
And a wide open look. Shot no good. Offensive rebound put back. That's good. 5 seconds left on the clock as the time winds down. Deflected pass into the hands of Jackson. Jackson steals the ball, and that'll do it for the first half. Boo Williams 36. Boo Williams out of Virginia, and Team Lockdown out of Chicago with 28 points. And we'll be back with you shortly to start the second half. Thanks for tuning in.
Hello, everybody. I'm Rusty Buchanan, the first vice president of the Amateur Athletic Union of the United States. Our national sponsorship of the AAU by the Spalding Corporation. Then right here, where over the next few days, some of the best high school basketball players in the United States are going to compete to take home honors national champion, and maybe some of them get a look to play at the next level. Dave, tell us just a little bit about Spalding and the partnership with the AAU.
Absolutely. Thank you, Rusty. We're certainly excited to be here. As you know, we've talked for years about this partnership and identified it as something that we really wanted the Spalding portfolio. We've had long-term relationships with the NBA and the NCAA. We also have more high school adoptions than any other brand. The one thing we felt like we were missing was this partnership with the elite brand you have. So very excited to be here in Louisville and working on new product and new basketball. I'm going to do some exciting things with you over the next few years.
We're excited about it. While you've got the microphone, tell us a little bit about Spalding, though. Most folks think Spalding and they think immediately, balls. But you're much more than that. Tell us a little bit about Spalding and the corporation.
Absolutely. A little bit on Spalding. We're about a 140-year-old company in 2016. Been around a long time, a lot of firsts in various sports. When people hear Spalding, they think NBA, they think NCAA. Obviously, basketball comes to the forefront. Balls is a key piece of that. Another thing we do is we do systems, though. You go in most arenas around the country, we've got a 75 to 80% share in terms of basketball systems. Division I, Division II certainly have the NBA properties as well. And then we're in all the other major team sports as well. We're in soccer, we're in volleyball. Our deal with you includes football, baseball, and softball as well. So we're a key player in all the major team sports. Of course, basketball is where it starts for us, but we're much bigger than that as well. And looking forward to this partnership across all the sports with you.
Oh, as are we. It's a great deal. And Spalding is part of a much larger, more global company, right? There's several brands that actually are all incorporated as part of the big family in the big picture scheme of things.
Absolutely.
Right?
The parent company is Fruit of the Loom. And then under Fruit of the Loom, they have several sporting good brands, including Russell Athletic, Spalding, American Athletic, and Bike. And then essentially the grandparent of our company is Berkshire Hathaway. So some big names in there, and it gives us a lot of power to do some aggressive things in the marketplace.
So I guess it's fair to say you guys know sports, right?
Oh, absolutely. We feel like we know it, and that's another reason we feel this is a great partnership.
Well, you got something in your hand over here I want to focus on.
Yep.
This is pretty cool. Is this a prototype? Were you going to be playing with this one this week?
This weekend, there are 3 of these in existence right now. You will be playing with 2 of them on your 2 main courts. We're very excited about this. This is the new game ball for next year, but we wanted to get it out here in what you described as a prototype format. We're really excited about it. Feel like it'll be an icon piece for both Spalding and the AAU, this kind of two-tone oatmeal and traditional brown color basketball. We're very excited about it. This is our traditional ZK product that people have grown up with for the past 20 years. We've added the additional colorway and think it's going to be a great item.
Well, look at this. I mean, I tell you, there's no doubt you see somebody on the court with this. There's no doubt whose ball they're playing with, and
Absolutely.
There's no doubt that it belongs to Spalding and the AAU. What do you guys think in the crowd? Nice ball? What do you think? Huh? Oh, wait, you can't keep it. Toss it back. You like the feel of that.
And welcome back to Freedom Hall in Louisville, Kentucky. I'm Matthew Gwynn. I'll be your commentator for the afternoon. Thanks for tuning in. We are web streaming live, compliments of Sports Network. As we prepare to start the second half, Boo Williams out of Virginia with a 36-28 point lead. As Team Lockdown out of Chicago has not at all hang their heads or have given up, or definitely still have the fight and the determination to win. Just haven't been able to make enough shots so far to shrink this lead, but definitely still in it. Only an 8-point lead, plenty of basketball left, plenty of time left, and we'll see this first possession if Lockdown can't get a bucket and cut into this lead early. Looks like we've got an official timeout at the moment as the scores table is looking to clear up some issue. Hopefully we'll be able to have some more information for you. But the ball's inbounds. Ramar Evans with the ball, an impressive first half from Evans. A couple of finishes around the basket, couple of and ones. Chicago has the ball up top. Evans kicks left side, one dribble pull up, and the shot is no good off front iron. That's a missed field goal from Jared Murphy. Murphy with a couple of mid-range jumpers in the first. Not a bad shot from Murphy, but no good, can't connect. As Boo Williams got the ball up top. Looks for a down screen action, dribble penetrates middle, and a beautiful finish. That's number 4, Deshaun Wade with the finish. Nice penetration and good body control and concentration to finish the layup as Ramar Evans got the ball up top, kicks left side. Ball finds its way to the corner, and penetration baseline back out to Evans. Evans going to take his time, showing good patience, and he wants to get a better shot. Evans kicks left to Connor Nego. Back to Connor Nego. His three-point field goal is no good as Boo Williams tracks down the defensive rebound and looks to push in transition. Ball deflected by Nego, but falls into the hands of Castro. Castro's shot rejected. Connor Nego with the rejection, and into the hands of Ramar Evans as Evans kicks it right side to Nego. Nego handoff to number 22, Joshua Nego, as Joshua shot no good. Defensive rebound, Boo Williams, as they push the ball up ahead in transition. And a nice pass to Castro as Castro was cutting through the lane, but even better defense from Chicago as the charging foul called on Austin Castro. Turnover, Boo Williams, ball in the hands of Team Lockdown out of Chicago as Ramar Evans walks it up the court. He's being guarded by number 15, Jaden Nixon. Nixon with the defense as Evans kicks the ball right side. Ball back to Evans. Evans finds Nego. Connor Nego with the 3. That's off back iron. Defensive rebound picked up by Castro. Castro out the wood. Beautiful transition passing by Boo Williams leads to the easy, I shouldn't say easy, but leads to the transition layup. Ball didn't even touch the floor in that possession. Great execution in transition. As Boo Williams extends their lead to 12, 40-28, early stages of the second half. And a turnover by Chicago. Ball back into possession of Boo Williams as Deshaun Wade, the primary ball handler at the moment for Boo Williams, is going to walk it up. Behind the back dribble move and a slip by Wade as he looks a little shaken up as he gets off the floor slowly. It's going to be a turnover, Boo Williams. Possession Lockdown as Ramar Evans with the impressive first half looks to continue his performance as Evans kicks the ball right side to Connor Nego. Nego dribbles left, almost loses the ball, picks it up, picks up his dribble, and a nice cut and nice pass, but can't connect on the pass as a turnover for Chicago leads to the impressive two-hand slam. Omar Abwe with the nice dunk and the nice finish in traffic. Another 2 points, Boo Williams, 42-28, 5:11 left as Boo Williams in transition. Finds Jaden Nixon with the layup, scores the bucket, and Nixon heading to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Definitely an advantage in transition so far from Boo Williams. They've done a great job of getting the rebound, especially long rebounds from perimeter shots and finding the outlet pass and getting out quick and finishing in transition. As Nixon can't finish the three-point play, his free throw is no good. As Evans and Team Lockdown look to respond to the two-point field goal at the other end as Connor Nego dribbles right, finds Evan up top. Evans dribbles left, almost loses it. Somehow maintains possession, finds his teammate, and that's the bucket. Jared Murphy with the score, 2 points Murphy. 14-point lead, 4:37 left in the third. As Wade finds his teammate left side, Dixon, Jaden Dixon, behind the back dribble, penetrates, kicks back out, three-point field goal up, and that's no good off front iron. Missed shot, Omar Abwe, but an offensive rebound put back, that's no good as well. Connor Nego finally claims the rebound for Chicago as Chicago looks to respond. A one-dribble pull-up shot, and that's good. Joshua Nigo with the nice pull-up, and timeout from Lockdown, I believe. It's going to be a full timeout. 46-30. Boo Williams up 16, 4:11 left in the third. For those of you just tuning in, I am Matthew Gwynn, your commentator for the evening, and we are web streaming live, compliments of sportsnetworklive.com. This event, 17 and under national championship, here taking place in, we are in Freedom Hall. There's almost 30 total courts here at the Exposition Center in Louisville, but we are in Freedom Hall on court 1. Lots of good teams, lots of good players going to be squaring off on this court this week as we advance farther and farther into the tournament. The best AAU basketball teams in the entire nation gathering here in Louisville to crown a champion. Championship day will be next Monday. Last game of the day at 2 p.m. will be the Division I AAU National Championship held here in Freedom Hall as Boo Williams faces a full court press. Looks like a 2-1-2 full court press from Team Lockdown as Boo Williams tries to handle it, do a good job, gets the ball to the middle, kicks corner to Jackson, and an errant pass by Jackson leads to the steal as Joshua Nigo gets the steal, dribbles to the paint in transition, and is fouled on the attempt. He's heading to the line for 2 free throws. Nigo's knocked down a couple of nice mid-range jumpers, a couple one-dribble pull-ups. Good shooter from the perimeter, and just as I mentioned his good shooting, he misses a free throw. First one's no good by Joshua Nigo. Substitution for Team Lockdown, Joey Coffaro back in the game. Coffaro back up point as he heads up the full court press from Chicago. Nigo and Coffaro up top. Ball in the hands of Bryant. Bryant kicks right side to number 30, Michael Christmas. Ball back to Bryant. His layup is good. Another 2 points, Bryant. 46-33 with 3:30 left in the third. Lots of threes. As Boo Williams looks like they are now pressing full court as well. And the turnover from Chicago leads to the transition attempt by Boo Williams. And the bucket in transition is good, plus the foul. It's Jamaru Brown with the nice finish. Takes the contact, finishes the layup, and is heading to the line for a free throw. Chicago really struggling with getting back in transition. Boo Williams doing a great job of exploiting that, as they've definitely won the points in transition battle thus far in this game. Free throw up and good. 3-point play executed by Jamaru Brown. And Boo Williams is in a full court press as well, looking to continue to keep Team Lockdown out of their comfort zone and force them into taking quick bad shots. As an errant pass is deflected, ends up in the hands of Boo Williams, and Jamaru Brown with another 2 points in transition after the steal. Ramar Evans finds Nigo. Nigo back to Evans. Evans surveys the floor. One dribble back to Nigo. Ball past half court now as Evans surveys the floor. Tries to get it to the middle of the floor and does. Ball ends up in the hands of number 51, Alex Philo. Alex Philo finds a teammate shot no good. Offensive rebound putback is good. And that's a nice bucket from Joey Coffaro. 2 points, Coffaro. Definitely going to need some more stops on defense for Chicago if they want to chip into this lead. As Jackson penetrates baseline, his shot no good, deflected out of bounds. Boo Williams maintains possession. As Bryant looks to inbounds, left side under the basket. Bounces it off of the back of a Lockdown player. Gathers the ball and finishes the layup. Impressive play from Bryant to execute that successfully. Definitely a highlight as Lockdown breaks the press, finds Connor Nego. Nego to his teammate Alex Philo, and Philo with the 2-point bucket. 53-37, 145 left in the third. As the dangerous pass is collected by Jackson. As Jackson tries to find his teammate under the basket, ball is deflected out of bounds. Boo Williams to maintain possession, but a timeout as coaches want to talk about it. Thanks to our sponsors. Quick thank you to Gatorade for providing coolers of Gatorade off to the side of each court. 2 coolers per court at about 30 total, almost 27 to 28 total courts here, and 2 Gatorade coolers per court. That's no small task. So thanks to Gatorade for helping us out and keeping these players hydrated as they play passionately and as hard as they can, not leave everything out on the court. Definitely good to have refreshment for these young men as they battle on this national stage. Boo Williams inbounds, ball left side, free throw line extended. Philo guarding Jamaru Brown. Brown's 3-point field goal up, no good, as Ramar Evans gathers the defensive rebound. Backs away from the trap, finds Connor Nego in the middle. Nego penetrates, kicks to Philo. Philo kicks back out to Coffaro, and Joey Coffaro with the 3-point field goal. That is good. Nice shot by Coffaro and a nice find after the breaking of the press by Team Lockdown. As Boo Williams loses the ball into the hands of Ramar Evans, and Evans is stripped. Nice defensive play, great hustle. Great hustle by Boo Williams to get back and strip the ball from Evans. Lockdown with the ball underneath the basket, left side. Evans looks to inbounds, finds Nego. Nego's 3-point field goal left side is no good, off back iron. Defensive rebound, Bryant. Bryant's tied up. Somehow gets it to his teammate. It's number 3, Tommy Pope. Pope's gonna bring it up as he's met by Coffaro. Pope finds his teammate left side. Ball back to Pope. Ball right side to Bryant. Bryant pump fakes the pass. Pulls the ball back out and finds a slashing Jamaru Brown as Brown tries to flush the shot over top of the defender, can't finish. And turnover, Boo Williams, as Ramar Evans is going to walk it up, being guarded by Bryant. Evans left side 3-point field goal to his teammate. It's number 31, Logan Atkins. Atkins with the air ball. Can't draw iron on the shot. He's fresh off the bench. Hopefully he can find his rhythm, knock down a couple shots. As Chicago still in a full court press, and a nice no-look pass to the middle to break the press. And 3-point field goal up, no good. Offensive rebound putback is good, uncontested. That's Michael Christmas, number 30, Michael Christmas with the offensive rebound putback. Evans with the ball up top, being guarded by Bryant. Evans finds Coffaro right side. And Joey Coffaro, another 3-point field goal for Chicago. It's going to cut the lead 55-43, a 12-point lead to end the third as we continue play on into the fourth quarter. It's going to be interesting to see how Lockdown out of Chicago responds and see if they can cut in this lead a little bit more. Maybe a 7-8 point run could have them right back in it. Not a lot of time left, 8 minutes left in this game. And we'll be back with you shortly. Welcome back to the action, starting the fourth quarter. 55-43, 12-point lead for Boo Williams out of Virginia. And Team Lockdown out of Chicago has got 8 minutes to figure it out, try to cut into this lead and make this a game. As Lockdown still in a full court press, almost causes the turnover. Boo Williams keeps possession, gets a good shot, can't finish. That's Jaden Nixon with the miss. Ball into the hands of Logan Atkins. As Atkins looks to back down Coleman, finds Coffaro up top, right side. Coffaro surveys the floor, back to Evans. Evans left side, nice pass out top to Atkins. Atkins thinks about it, back to Evans. As Lockdown showing good patience on the offensive end. Ball at the top of the key to Coffaro. Coffaro right side to Atkins. And Logan Atkins, an impressive finish plus the foul, heading to the line for the three-point play. Good ball movement, good patience by Chicago. Passed up a couple good shots for an even better shot, and Logan Atkins being rewarded at the line, knocks down his free throw, 55-46. It's exactly what you want if your Team Lockdown out of Chicago. A couple quick buckets to cut into this lead, and there are 2 or 3 defensive stops and a couple of transition layups away from being right back in this thing. As Coleman penetrates middle, finds a cutting Wood, as Wood can't finish the dunk. Defensive rebound, Atkins. Atkins kicks to Coffaro, and Joey Caffaro's threes off front iron, no good, into the hands of Coleman. As Boo Williams looks in transition to score, layup no good, offensive rebound Nixon, and number 15, Jaden Nixon on the offensive glass, cleans it up and finishes 2 points for Jaden Nixon. As Chicago looks to respond, Evans kicks it right side to Atkins. Atkins thinks about the pull up, doesn't shoot it, finds his teammate, number 7, Jared Scott, and Scott's rejected. Or excuse me, ball right side, Evans. Evans floater no good, doesn't draw iron. Defensive rebound, Boo Williams, as Wade finds Coleman in transition, and Coleman with a nice layup in transition again. Turnovers and missed shots, especially perimeter shots, causing long rebounds, have really given an advantage to Boo Williams in transition. They're getting out and they're running, they're scoring layups, they're getting fouled, and Lockdown having a hard time of getting back on defense and stopping the ball in transition, as a charging foul called against Team Lockdown, as Chicago still pressing full court. Looks to be a 1-2-2 full court press. Wade to inbound for Boo Williams, finds Coleman. Coleman being guarded by Coffaro. Back over to Wade. Back to Coleman. A little two-man game to break the front end of the press, as Boo Williams gets the ball on their side of the court, as an attempted spin move. Almost lost the ball as Abwe. Abwe finds a teammate, and Nixon's going to hit the three-point field goal to extend Boo Williams' lead, 61-46. Nice penetration, nice kick. Can't connect on a three-point field goal for Chicago, and a strong defensive rebound. That's Imani Wood with the rebound. And yet again, another transition bucket. The emphatic slam, Omar Abwe with the dunk. As transition baskets causing a lot of problems for Chicago, as Boo Williams doing a great job of taking advantage of long rebounds and turnovers as they score in transition. Ball left side, Coffaro. Coffaro, one dribble pull up, and that's good. Nice mid-range pull up by Coffaro as he gets his hand on the ball, deflects it, gets the steal, tries to make a pass to his teammate, and good defense, but a kick ball violation. Chicago maintains possession, ball out of bounds left side, as Nigo finds his cousin, Connor. And Connor Nigo can't finish, but ball out of bounds off of a Boo Williams player. Chicago with the ball, left side. Nigo surveys the floor, finds number 12, Jaron Murphy. Murphy gonna kick it to Coffaro. Caffaro's three-point field goal, that's up no good. Two-point field goal, I'm not sure which, as Wade collects the loose ball and penetrates, and the beautiful no-look pass as he finds Omar Abwe. Another 2 points on the stat line for Abwe. as he's making an impact in this game. 65-48 as Boo Williams extends this lead even further. And another turnover for Chicago leads to a transition layup. And that's number 15, Jaden Dixon. Dixon with another 2 points as leads out to almost 20 at this point. 19-point lead for Boo Williams, and a loose ball collected by Omar Abwe finds Deshaun Wade in transition. Another turnover for Team Lockdown as Nigo one dribble pull up, that's good. Really nice mid-range pull-up game from a couple of the players from Team Lockdown out of Chicago. Just haven't had enough shots to fall, and turnovers really affecting Chicago. And now finally a turnover from Boo Williams as Joey Coffaro is going to stop short, pull up a three. Can't finish, but an offensive rebound putback is good. On the board is Jarrett Scott as Coleman and Nixon look to break the press. Scott up front, or excuse me, Coffaro up front, causing trouble. And a beautiful pass. A beautiful pass from Abwe. Finds Amani Wood for the two-hand flush. And looks like Boo Williams is gonna be too much for Team Lockdown of Chicago to handle. 71-52, 2:55 left in the fourth. As Boo Williams just waits for the time to run out as they nurse a 19-point lead. Chicago by no means has thrown in the towel, still playing with passion and effort and intensity. Too many turnovers, poor transition defense, leading to many transition layups for Boo Williams to help add to this lead. Almost a 20-point lead here in the fourth. Great intensity on defense from Boo Williams also. The full court press has been effective. Lots of active hands on defense. Nice defensive intensity throughout the entire game. Have caused Chicago to shoot poorly from the field for the most part, and led to long rebounds and defensive rebounds, which have led to easy buckets in transition. Chicago looks to inbounds. Logan Atkins surveys the floor as Boo Williams still in full court man-to-man. Atkins inbounds to Nigo. Back to Atkins. Atkins being guarded by Jamaru Brown as a couple dribble moves gets around Brown. Atkins going to take it all the way to the hole but can't finish. And an offensive foul called against Atkins. Believe he pushed off with his off arm, extended his left arm as he drove to the lane. And an offensive foul. Turnover Chicago. Ball back into the hands of Boo Williams as they kick it back and forth between Bryant and Pope to break the press. And what looked to be a steal for Team Lockdown turns into a foul, and Boo Williams maintains possession. Ball outside, ball out of bounds, left side, as Bryant finds number 30, Michael Christmas, down low. Christmas tries to get up a shot. He's wrapped up by Nigo, and we've got a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Boo Williams. As Boo Williams, Tommy Pope looks to inbounds, left side underneath the basket. Pope surveys the floor and finds Michael Christmas, but a foul on Chicago. Loose ball foul on Chicago. 2:23 left, 71-52 here on court 1 in Freedom Hall. 17 and under AAU Nationals. We are web streaming live on sportsnetworklive.com as well as AAUbasketball.com. And a three-point field goal is up, and that's good as Joshua Nigo connects on the three-point field goal. Nice hustle by Joey Coffaro. Can't get the loose ball. And another layup attempt in transition, no good. The offensive rebound putback is no good as well, but the ball deflected out of bounds off of Chicago. Boo Williams looks to inbound as Bryant surveys the floor. kicks it up top to Jackson. Jackson being guarded by Murphy. Jackson between the legs, dribble, crossover right, kicks it to his teammate. Three-point field goes up, and that's good. And a nice shot by Tommy Pope. Even better setup and a nice pass to find an open teammate for three as Coffaro brings it up, being guarded by Jackson. As Atkins collects the ball in a loose ball foul against Boo Williams. Chicago, ball out of bounds right side. Nego looks to inbounds. Finds Jarrett Scott as Scott drives left side. He's fouled, shot no good, heading to the line for 2 free throws. Scott with a nice drive. Finds space at the rim, can't finish. See if he can reward himself with the first free throws up, and that's good. 74-56, 127 left in the fourth as Scott lines up his second free throw. Second free throw up, that's no good off back iron. Defensive rebound into the hands of Pope, and Pope kicks it up to number 14, Deja Jackson, as Jackson skip pass left side to Bryant. Bryant's errant pass off the hands and out of bounds. Turnover, Boo Williams. Good idea, poorly executed by Bryant. Penetration in the pitch. Out to the perimeter, definitely effective play, just made an errant pass as Nego inbounds to Atkins. Team Lockdown from Chicago looks to make a late game run and try to cut into this lead a little bit before it's all said and done, as three-point field goal is up and no good. But an offensive rebound by Alex Philo finds Nego, his shot no good. Battle for the loose ball rebound ends up in the hands of Jared Scott, and Scott can't connect. As Boo Williams, again in transition, loses the ball out of bounds. Turnover, Boo Williams off the hands of Michael Christmas as Chicago looks to inbounds. 45.4 seconds left. 18-point lead for Boo Williams. And Boo Williams still in the full court press. And a steal by Bryant leads to the easy bucket. 30 seconds remaining, 20-point game. As time winds down, Atkins with the ball right side. Atkins, crossover left, dribbles middle. Misses the layup, no foul, ball out of bounds, but off the hands of a Boo Williams player. So Chicago with the ball left side out of bounds. Nego surveys the floor, finds Atkins. Logan Atkins, his three-point field goal is good. As time winds down, 10 seconds left on the clock. A very impressive performance by Boo Williams. Congratulations to them as they win their first game here on Court 1 in Freedom Hall. Again, thanks for tuning in. I'm Matthew Gwynn, broadcasting live as we web stream here in Freedom Hall, Louisville, Kentucky, 17 and under national championships. We'll be with you shortly in a few minutes to start game 3 of the action here, 17 and under national championships. Back with you soon. Thanks.